It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go here in Atlanta. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Back to throw. He keeps it, and he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He'll manage only a couple. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Third and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground. work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Giants offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. This will be returnable from his own 15. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So after one, it's the Giants leading this one early. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Here's Smith-Marset, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Third down, 3 to go. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And this will be a Giants 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
In motion, it's Robinson. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion, it's Robinson. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And not a whole lot to speak of there. He'll work it down inside the 35. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. The man in motion here is Chark. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons have cut the deficit to 5. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Eric Gray to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Caden Ellis in on that stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. To the outside, complete to Johnson.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. 2nd time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. Now it is 1st and goal. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. McLeod now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. Now he takes off. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to tuck it and go. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And here's Bijan. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Mooney in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Now after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and long. Now Penix. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright. but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
Slayton is the man in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A carry here for Tracy. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, But if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Sending a receiver right. On the give, it's Tracy. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on them or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Now the lefty panics on 1st down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
A run here with Algier. Lots of space past the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll go again here with Algier. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. from the gun on third down. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
So after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They face second down and 7. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for second and 2. From the gun, it's Penix. Pass brought in by Chark. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They're going to go play action with Penix. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Coming free is Chark. He's got it. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. From the gun, here is Penix. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Penix gonna throw again. He fumbled the football. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this game will end. So a road win here for the Giants. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.